Hello everyone, welcome to you all in my YouTube channel EduPaat. So today in this video I am going to discuss about what is priority and what is severity. Okay, so let's suppose, just giving one example, suppose customer or client has given some requirement and our developer is developing some module based upon the requirement, and after developed by the developer, now as a test engineer I am testing that application. So in that testing time, if I found any defect or bug, then obviously we have to log that bug. Okay, now let's say we are using one bug tracking tool called as like Jira. We are using Jira. So in that Jira tool we have to log that bug. So whenever we are logging that bug or defect, then we have to give some priority and severity for that bug. Okay, now coming to our next thing, that is severity. So I am telling you one by one, then you guys will be more understand that how the priority and severity works, or how as a test engineer how we can and mark them any bug or defect as a priority and severity. Okay, so let's say suppose severity. Okay, suppose first I am discussing that what is severity. Now severity means if any bug or defect can impact on customer business workflow. Suppose there is a bug and that bug is impacting the customer business workflow. So that bug or defect we can say that as a severity. Now as per that severity there is many types of types of severities are there. Suppose I am giving you one example. Suppose there is a login button. Okay, and in that login button we have filled the username and we have filled the password, and whenever we are just want to clicking on the login button, then nothing is working. So after clicking on the login button, some blank page is appearing, or some 404 page is appearing, or some internal server error is appearing. That means as the user, whenever I am clicking on the login button to access the application, then only we can get some error. Okay, so that means it's a high severity. So we have to fix that first, right? So now what is severity? So severity means if any bug or defect is impacting the customer business workflow, that time it is called as severity. Now severities are four types of severities are there. Four types of severities are there. Suppose one is blocker. Now second one is that critical, and third one is that major, and fourth one is that minor. Okay, so severities are four types: blocker, critical, major, and minor. So what is the perfect example of blocker? Suppose there is a application, and this suppose there is an application, and on that application I want to log in. So if I until I am logging that application, I cannot access any page. So first page is the login button, the login page. So whenever we are clicking on the login button after filling the username and password, okay, so we are getting some blank page, we are getting some internal server error, we are getting some 404 page not found error. That means whenever we are clicking on the login button, then we are getting some error, we cannot access the next page. So as a first time we are getting some error. That means it is impacting the customer business workflow. So until unless I am not logging that application, then how can I access the more page of that application? So login is the first page. Okay, so that means it's a blocker. We have to fix that first. So this is the example of blocker. Now what do you mean by critical? Critical means, suppose let's say suppose there is a banking application. Okay, so there is a banking application, and in that banking application, mm, if you want to transfer any money to your friend, okay, so in that banking application, through the banking application, you want to transfer some 10,000 money to your friend, and whenever you are transferring the 10,000 money, so your friend received 5,000 money, but you transfer 10,000, okay, but your friend received 5,000 money. That means it's a critical, it's a critical. So it's a critical severity. I am expecting that I am sending 10,000 money to my friends, but whenever I am sending 10,000 money to my friend, my friend is receiving only 5,000 money. That means there is some critical severity is there. So that's a critical severity. Okay. Now, next one is that major. Major means suppose suppose I am I am on that particular banking application, I am sending 10,000 money to my friends. Okay, to one of my friend, and whenever suppose I filled 10,000, and whenever I clicking on that send button, after clicking on the send button, no pop-up or no message is showing to me that yes, you sent 10,000, or you sent something 10,000 rupees to your friends. So this type of message is not showing. It is not inform. I mean, I am unable to show that my money is transferred to my friends or not. But my friend has received that money. Means I am sending some money to my friend. Whenever I am clicking on the send button, nothing is displaying. So after clicking on the send button, there should some message like you transferred 10,000 to your friends, like that. But instead of this, nothing is showing, but my friend received 10,000. So that is a major issue. So until unless customer is seeing anything, so if any customer is using that banking application, so if he face that type of issue, then it's a, I mean, it's a severity, it's a major severity. Okay. Now coming to the minor, minor severity. Minor severity means it's not impacting the customer business workflow. It's not impacting, but there is some issue like some alignment issue, some spelling mistake, some look and feel issue. Suppose there is a login, suppose there is an application, so I am opening that application in Chrome browser, and I am opening the same application in suppose Firefox browser. So whenever I am comparing that two browser, so in Chrome browser the design is something different, and on the Firefox browser there is the design is something different. That means there is some look and feel issue. So we have to fix that, but it's not impacting the customer business workflow. So that's why it's a minor severity. Okay, so now you guys are very much clear about what is severity and what is the different types of the there. Four types of there. One is blocker, second one is the critical, third one is the major, and fourth one is the minor. Okay, now coming to the next one is that is priority. So what do you mean by priority? Okay, now priority. So what do you mean by priority? Priority means, I mean, suppose there is a issue, there is a bug in my application. So how quick we are fixing that issue by the developer? So there is one issue, and how quick we are fixing that issue by the developer. So that is called priority. And also we can say that it is the means also we can say that it's importance given to the bug to fix it. How, I mean, importance given to the bug to fix it. That is some importance, right? So in my application there is one bug. So how quick we are fixing that bug by the developer. Okay, that is called as a priority. And also importance given to the bug to fix it is nothing but called as priority. Okay, so priority, or we can say it's a P0 or P0. We can say it is a P0. Okay, P1, P1, then P2, like that. So that means it's a upward, and also the priority is also upward. So P0 means high priority, P1 means less priority, P2 means less priority, right? And the severity, same thing is that it's also upward. Blocker means high severity, critical means then little lower, then major little lower, and minor more than lower. Okay, like that. So both severity and priorities are upward. Okay, now so we are very much clear about what is priority. Now next question will arise that who will give that severity and priority? Basically, tester will give any priority or severity for a bug. Tester will decide what will be the priority and what will be the severity for any kinds of bug or something. Remember guys, something some company, some different company, some manager, I mean product manager or developer can change that. I mean as per their, they can change that severity and priority, but basically tester will, I mean decide that what will be the priority and severity for a bug. Okay, now one of the very important interview question is that high severity and high priority. So high severity and high priority. Then high severity and low priority. Then we can say low severity, and high priority. Then next one is that low severity and low priority. So it's a very important interview question. So if you I mean go for any type of any kinds of interview for testing purpose, so if you are a freshers or if you are an experienced, doesn't matter. Maximum time interviewer will ask you this type of question that can you please give some examples of high severity and high priority, or high severity, low priority, or low severity, high priority, or low severity or low priority, like that. Now I am going to discuss about all of these things. So what is the examples of high severity and high priority? Suppose I am just drawing one login page. So this is my login page. Okay. And in that login page, there is some, let's say it's a login button. I am naming it as a login button. So high severity, the first point is that what is high severity and high priority? Means whenever we are clicking on the login button, suppose there is some username and password field. After putting some correct username and correct password, as a user I am just want to clicking on the login button. So whenever I am clicking on the login button, if we are getting some blank page or some 404 page or some internal server error page, that time we can say it's a high severity and high priority bug. Means it's also impacting the customer business workflow, and as well as we have to fix that bug fast. That's why it's a high severity and high priority bug. Okay, now coming to the next one is that high severity, low priority. So high severity, low priority means suppose in that application there is some footer. Okay, many applications they have used some footer. So in that footer, there are lots of links are present like home, about us, contact us, privacy policy. So lots of links, terms and conditions. So lots of links are present. So suppose you are clicking on that terms and condition link, and you can see that after clicking on the terms and condition, some blank page is showing. That means it's a high severity and priority is the low, because it's impacting the customer business workflow, but we can fix this later. So that is the high severity and low priority. So if there is in my applications footer, if there is something, some links are present like contact us, about us, home page, then terms and condition, privacy policy, like lots of links are present. And if you are clicking on that, suppose terms and condition link, and you see that after clicking on the terms and condition, you are getting some blank page, right? That means in impacting the customer business workflow, but its priority is low. We can mark is as high severity and low priority. Now coming to the third one is that low severity and high priority. Okay, so low severity and high priority means, suppose I am, suppose this is my application. This is my application. Okay, and after clicking on the login button, let's say suppose I am getting one page. So suppose this is a home page. Okay, so in that home page, suppose in that header, some links are there, like here is one link, here is one link, or here is one link. So lots of links are there. Suppose this is the home. I'm marking it as a, suppose this is the home page, and suppose this is the, we can say it's a contact us, or we can say it's a, suppose it's a about us. So like lots of links are there. Okay, so in the header, lots of links are there. So we are seeing that after logging that application, this home button is wrong, or this contact us button is wrong, or the about us button is wrong. Means, so about, the spelling about is A-B-O-U-T, but instead of that, suppose A-U-B-U, like that, something, this type of spelling are there, right? That means it's not impacting the customer business workflow, but it's a high priority. Why it's a high priority? So as a first time user, suppose I am the first user who want to log in. So I, as a first login user, I am seeing that the spelling is wrong. That means it's not, I mean, not, as I can say that no, there is some the spelling is wrong. That means the application is not working well, like that. So some, I mean, bad impressions will happen in my mind as a first time user. So that's why it's not impacting the customer business workflow. If we clicking on the about us link, it will working perfectly fine, but the spelling is wrong, like that. So that's why it's a low severity, but the priority is high. We have to fix it first. Okay. Now coming to the next one is that is low severity and low priority. Means it's not impacting the customer business workflow, and we can fix it later. Okay. So that means, so perfect example is that, suppose in that application, so uh, if you go any application, there is some footer links, some footers are there. So in that footers, some links are present, like uh, uh, about us, contact us, privacy policy, terms and condition. So lots of links are present. So whenever we are clicking on the terms and condition link, whenever we are clicking on the terms and condition link, or whenever we are clicking on the contact us link, after clicking on the contact us link, we are seeing that some some field is there, like phone number, or some email id, like that. So few fields are there. So I am seeing that the phone number spelling is wrong, spelling mistake. So phone number spelling is wrong. So then we can say it as a low priority and low severity, because I mean, maximum user are not clicking on that, suppose not clicking on that privacy, I mean, contact us link, and then go to that contact us page. So it's a lots of navigations are there. So maximum user are not using this type of navigation. That's why it's a low priority and low severity. So if there is Any applications footer, there is some link, footer links are there, like about us, contact us, terms and condition. So suppose I am taking contact us link. So from the footer, we are clicking on the contact us link, and on the contact us link page, some spelling mistake is there, some phone number spelling mistake or email spelling mistake is there. That time we can mark this as a low priority and low severity. Okay, so now you guys are very much clear about that what is priority and what is severity. Severity means it's impacting the customer business workflow. Okay, and on the other hand, priority means how quick we are fixing any bug by the developer, or also importance given to the bug to fix it, called as a priority. So priority is P0, P1, P2. P0 means which developer need to fix immediately. P1 means we can fix it coming released, or P2 means later release. After coming or later release, we can fix it. That is called as a priority. And also this is the most important interview question, that high severity, low priority, high severity, high priority, low severity, low priority, low severity and high priority. The most important interview questions. So if you guys like my video, one thumbs up, subscribe to my channel EduPaat, and share to this video with your nearest friend. Okay, so see you in the next videos with some interesting topic of software testing. And obviously, if you have some doubt about this severity and priority, please comment me. Okay, see you in the next videos. Thank you.